Alrighty, so we're back with more Flying Flapjack, and I actually made a few changes to the block layout. So here I changed that just so it looked a bit more rounded from the front and less like a bit blocky. So I changed that. No landing gear yet. I will get on that after this episode. But essentially, oh, and I also decaled it, so I added little numbers. It's not safe here, and we gotta do what we came here to do, which is combat test this. So we're gonna see how this functions, and hopefully we can not get shot down, which I actually don't think, never mind, because pilot sniping exists. Okay, so yeah, that was quick, only because one of the lasers glitched through the cabin, or the actual cockpit. So that doesn't necessarily count as a shoot down, just random game mechanic being broken. Okay, that's 2. We used our absurd aerodynamics just to... Oh yeah, by changing around just a few blocks, it actually did fix a few aerodynamic issues, believe it or not. Believe it or not, that this thing has aerodynamic issues. Okay, we're going to use our superior speed, of which I actually prioritize some of the unused space for more propulsion. So we actually can get comfortably up to 500 kilometers per hour now on a straight, which pretty good. That is actually somewhat on par to my J7W Shinden, except that thing can get up to 560 somehow. I still don't know how I managed that. That thing is like truly a speed demon. I have no clue how it got that fast. So yeah, the more I actually look at this thing, the more I kind of like it, because, you know, I feel proud that I actually made it somewhat flyable, right? Okay. Use aerodynamics. There we go. Thank God for the auto aim. Okay, got him. Got it. You know, I in my head I kind of have the I think it's the movie's called Red Tails, and it's the I haven't seen it, but I've seen a clip of it where it's like time to show him this little trick I learned that he pulls. Then like in the P-51 he pulls an Air Cobra somehow and kills a 109 by doing that, which if you don't know, that's physically impossible in a P-51 unless you somehow manage to stall it out, which not possible with a piston engine aircraft. I don't even think there is a single piston engine aircraft you could Air Cobra with. Call me crazy. Okay. Use our strange aerodynamics to do a little bit of a turn. Yeah, the rudder on this thing is actually really crazy. It may not seem like it, but it actually does help quite a lot. Yeah, because it kind of like, almost sends you into a flat spin, if that makes sense. Okay, he's gonna be approach, give him a thin profile, that way it's more difficult for them to hit me. Well, I feel like nobody knows that there's sky islands above this map. It's strange that they didn't like do anything with that area. That would have been a neat little addition, but having it as like a nice peaceful like secret area is also pretty cool in of itself. Also, I also saw a thing on the Flashbulb channel that apparently the airborne map is 5 years old now. which that is actually crazy. That is actually crazy. I mean, it kind of makes sense because it feels like auto-aim has been in the game for quite a long time. Not to mention, a lot of the blocks in this build actually, I would say, are airborne blocks, such as the large propellers and the miniguns. Oh, we are losing so many people. We should have superior rightwards yaw. Okay, I was holding down on it on the shoot button and it didn't shoot. I'll tell you that. I don't know much, but I'll tell you that much, that it didn't do as I wanted it to. Though our rightwards pitch should definitely be a lot better now that we're missing an engine. Even though most of the propulsion comes from space thrusters crammed on the inside, yeah, it actually does kind of matter with the propellers. It has a lot of aerodynamic significance. There we go. Okay, so we took a little bit of damage. Just a smidge. Oh, let's repair. There we go. I'm kind of more okay with how this thing looks the more I look at it. I didn't expect to feel that way about it, but I kind of do. I'm just glad that it works. I don't like building a plane that doesn't work and have it sit in my blueprints, just collecting dust. I like using my builds. Even if it isn't very often, I like being like, hey, I built that. Nice. So yeah, of course this is going to be an absolute devastator of the balloons. Gone. 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 I actually got all three of them. I didn't expect that. I mean, I totally expected that. Like, you know me, I'm always expecting. What am I expecting, you might ask? You'll never know. I'll never tell. But yeah, this thing, okay, so combat effectiveness, its speed is definitely its advantage. It's not as maneuverable as it probably, well, it isn't. It isn't maneuverable in general, so I think that's actually fairly accurate. It functions weirdly, which is also accurate. Firepower, pretty decent, I would say. I feel like 2 miniguns is all you really need. Actually, it's kind of weird that there's no bullet drop for machine guns. Like, for laser weapons, it makes sense it doesn't have drop, like, bullet drop because it's, well, a laser. It's strange why bullets don't drop like how they do on cannons. Which that'd be a cool thing if they changed it to be like that. Also, this thing does not stall out very well. Also, I'm pretty sure this thing is able to, like, essentially helicopter its way into the sky, meaning that if you go straight vertical, you won't, like, technically stall out and, like, fall out of the sky. So if, like, I kept going for a while on this and my speed just got dangerously low, I would pretty much just be able to keep going, because I'm pretty sure it has a higher than 1-to-1 weight to lift. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm trying to incorporate all these highly technical aeronautical terms, and I don't know what any of them mean. I just know big flapjack weird plane goes for something like that. I don't know. Don't question me. But yeah. Ow, that is bad. Okay, we're just gonna restart. We're just gonna reset. Just gonna do a little bit of a reset. Anyway, that has been the XF5U Flying Flapjack combat testing. So yeah, thank you for sticking around for this video, and yeah, I plan on doing another video to end off this little Flying Flapjack series that I'm doing, I guess, because apparently I'm making a series out of it now. So yeah, if you really want, if you really want to see more of this and see what else I can do with it in a future episode, yeah, well, that's gonna happen. So, yeah, see ya. This thing is still cursed. I stand by my statement.